Hey, what's going on guys? Postmanpatttt here and welcome to my Bandos Boss June 2013 solo guide. In this guide I will be covering a high level, medium and low level setup along with magic, and this is all in order to solo the Bandos Boss. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Please watch very closely, and if you have any tips or feedback, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, some basic information on General GRAADOR, the Bandos Boss, is he has a combat level of 210, and he attacks with melee or range. He has 40,000 life points, has a max hit of 2,249 with melee, and 500 to 600 with range. He has no weakness, and experience per kill is 4,430 and 1,461.9 Constitution XP. The minimum skill requirements to solo the Bandos Boss is 80 plus attack, strength and defense, 90 plus constitution, 70 plus prayer for piety, 68 plus summoning for Ward Tortoise or any other familiar such as a pack yak would be more beneficial, and any stats better the easier the kill will be. Okay, now for the low level inventory setup. Before I begin, I would also like to make note that if you have extremes or overloads, please use them. So first off, you'd like to have super attack, strength and defense flasks, 2 prayer renewals, and 7 prayer flasks. Now if you choose to use the penance aura, you will not need to use as many prayer flasks. If you use the vampirism aura, bring 7 prayer flasks. You'd like to have 10 rocktails and also fill your familiar up with rocktails. You'd like to bring high alchemy runes, as General GRAADOR drops a lot of runite items, and alching them is good money. You'd like to bring a teleport out, so Varrock teleport or however one. You'd like to bring rock climbing boots and 2 extra familiar pouches. Now on to the low level gear setup. Okay, now for the low level setup. Before I begin, I'd just like to make note that you can feel free to upgrade or downgrade any armor you wish. So first off, you should have the vampirism aura, or if you have it, the penance aura. For capes, you should have a skill cape, or if you have a fire cape, use that, or a kiln cape, even better. For amulets, an amulet of glory will do. Anything better will also be great. For weapon, a Zamorakian spear, a godsword will also be alright. For gloves, Bandos gloves, ring of wealth. You must bring Zamorakian arrows, otherwise the Zamorakian monsters in Bandos' section will attack you. Torag's helm, plate and legs, and of course Bandos boots. Now we're moving on to the medium level setup. Now moving on to the medium level setup for the inventory, you'd like to have an extreme attack, extreme strength and extreme defense flask. Now also, if you do have overloads, please use them. You'd like to have 2 prayer renewals, 7 prayer flasks, just like with the low level setup. If you are using the penance, you do not need as many. And the rest is the same as the low level setup. 10 rocktails, your high alchemy runes, your pouches, your rock climbing boots and your Varrock teleport. With your familiar, also use fill it up with rocktails, pardon me. Now for the high level setup, you'll be trading defense for offensive bonuses. First off, you'd like to have the vampirism aura, or if you choose to use the penance aura. Next, you'd like to use the Tokar Kel or the kiln cape. If you have a fire cape, this will also do. For the amulet, a Saradomin's whisper, Drygor mace for the main hand weapon. Now if you do have chaotic weapons such as longswords or rapiers, these will do. Bandos gloves, warrior's ring, once again Zamorakian arrows, Bandos helmet, Bandos chestplate, offhand Drygor longsword or Drygor mace, whichever Drygors you choose to wish to use, as well as with the main hand, or if you do have chaotics, use them as well. Bandos tassets and steadfast boots. Now moving on to the high level inventory setup. For the high level inventory setup, you'd like to have 4 overloads and 4 prayer renewal flasks, 2 super restore flasks, which I have forgot to mention in the last 2 setups, so please bring them, and 6 prayer flasks. Once again, if you are using the penance aura, you do not need to bring as many, but you will last a lot longer with this inventory setup. 4 rocktails, these are just emergency foods. Of course, your high level alchemy runes, your tally tabs, your rock climbing boots, and 4 war tortoise pouches or whatever beast of burden you choose to bring. Now for the high level gear setup, I'd like you to firstly imagine I have Torva helmet, Torva plate body, Torva legs, Torva boots, and Torva gloves. Now I can't have this. I don't actually own it, so if it was for the high level setup, you'd use Torva or Tetsu if you owned it. The rest of the gear setup would be the same, and I have forgot to mention in the last 2 gear setups to bring a Scrimshaw of Vampirism. Now this helps so much in conjunction with the Vampirism aura and Soul Split. If you use all 3 of these things, you can last 500 plus Bandos KC with no food used. If you do plan on lasting longer than 3 hours, bring another Scrimshaw of Vampirism, as these only last for 3 hours. Now moving on to the magic minimum skill requirements. For this, you'll want 75 plus defense for the use of Ganodermic, 92 plus magic for Blood Barrage, 90 plus constitution, 92 prayer for Soul Split, and 68 plus summoning for a War Tortoise. Desert Treasure must have been completed in order to do this magic method. For the magic inventory setup, you would like to bring 8 overloads, or any magic potion you can bring, 8 prayer renewal flasks, 2 super restore flasks, in your inventory 3 prayer flasks, your runes for Blood Barrage and Earth Barrage, a rock climbing boots, a teleport method out, and your Beast of Burden Familiar. Now, in your Beast of Burden Familiar, you would like to fill it all up with prayer flasks, and add 3 or 4, however long you wish to stay for, 3 or 4 Beast of Burden Familiar pouches. Now, for the magic setup, there are many changes you can make. I would first like to make note of, if you do have the dungeoneering levels required and the tokens, you can use a Demon Horn necklace with a Bone Crusher for unlimited prayer experience. Now, for the aura, you'd like to use the Vampirism aura to aid with your healing, or Penance aura like the previous setups. A Saradomin cape or any god cape, Zamorak or Guthix. An Amulet of Fury, or if you have it, a Saradomin's Hiss. A Grypholic wand, or the best wand you can use. Ganodermic gloves, Seer's ring, of course your Zamorakian arrows, Ganodermic visor, Ganodermic poncho, Grypholic orb, or the best orb or book you can use, Ganodermic leggings, and Ganodermic boots. Now, if you would like to trade the defensive setup of Ganodermic for offensive, you can use the Zamorakian armor subjugation, or even Virtus if you have the money. Okay, now if you are unfamiliar with how to get to the God Wars dungeon, here is a map showing you how. You would like to teleport to the Berthorpe Lodestone and follow past Troll Invasion all the way around, following the red line. You will need your rock climbing boots, climb up, follow it all around. Now where there is a green line, that is where there is an underground cave. You'll just go simply through there and around, and you will come to a boulder in which you need 70 strength or 70 agility to pass through. Now if you have 70 agility, I recommend you use this, as it is slightly faster than the strength option. Now once you've climbed down the rope into the God Wars dungeon, you will be inside God Wars. Now that single square you're on, you will not be attacked by any monster. As soon as you leave that square, any God Wars creature that you are not wearing an item of will attack you. Head northwest into the Bandos area, as you can see in the map, and start getting kill count. You will need 40 kill count in order to enter the Bandos boss room. Okay, now, when getting kill count for Bandos, you will not have brought any Bandos items, so most of the Bandos creatures will get onto you. You would like to come to this spot where I'm standing and use Earth Barrage. Let me show you now. Earth Barrage, or Rock Barrage, sorry, and Blood Barrage. You would like to set Rock Barrage as your main hand spell and Blood Barrage as your offhand spell. Now you have your kill count. Prior to entering the boss room, you would like to overload up or whatever potion you have. Select your quick press of Soul Split, the Mage Turmoil and Protect item, and make sure you have momentum on. Now when killing the Bandos boss, you would like to stand directly in front of this statue to the south end of the room. Here you will hit all the minions when they come and get you, pardon me, and the Bandos boss. And as you can see, I'm killing him quite quickly, taking no damage, and is very successful. For the purposes of this demonstration, I've only brought a few amount of supplies in my inventory, and as you can see, I got a Runite two-hand sword and Orc Bones. I had to hop onto a German world as every English world was full of players. Okay guys, that will conclude my Bandos solo guide. The ability bar setups for the low, medium and high levels melee setups will be in the description, so be sure to check them out. I have put a lot of effort into this guide. I have spent about 3 days making it, so it would be very much appreciated if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please comment below anything I have missed or could change, as it can help other players, and also comment if there's any feedback or criticisms you want to give me. I thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I have helped, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.